God bless y'all. I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna be on here just for a moment. So earlier I was talking about the importance of or the benefits that we get from oneness or corporately being together when we operate, knowing that we're not alone, but when we are together with one another, and when we go to God and we go to God not by ourselves, but we bring others with us. How that gets us so much more than by ourselves. Um, I was when I was sitting in morning manna today, the Lord reminded me the first time that I experienced what corporate mercy felt like. I'll never forget. It was my 16th birthday, and my mom decided to let me have this big party at my house, and it was like a party slash a sleepover. So all of my friends, my mother let them spend the night and we stay over, and it happened the day before my birthday, and the day that it ended would be on my birthday. And so of course, when you have a bunch of children around 16-year-old, 15, 16, and 17-year-olds, a lot of us, and my mom, she didn't bother us too much, and nighttime was, demons get to work at nighttime. You better watch children at nighttime when they not asleep, and at that age. So I don't know what happened. At night, my parents were in the bed, and we decided that we're going to have, now, the house that I was raised in has a inside patio, which has carpet. It's like a full patio, but it's literally connected. It's inside the house, but it's a patio. So you go down, you step down some stairs, and it's carpeted. It has a fireplace in there, and so it feels separate from the house. It's a inside outside patio, and so we go down there in the patio, close the door, and we decide that we're going to have a water fight in the inside patio that has carpet. And so we're having fun, and we're going back up to the kitchen, grabbing pots, filling them up, and just spraying one another. Yeah, the devil was talking to us, right? But you don't think about it. It's like the devil, only thing the devil does is he gives you, oh, this is going to be fun, but he don't remind you of the things that's going to happen after this moment is over with. He just say, come on, let's do it. A moment of pleasure can give you a lifetime of pain. And so we're down there, and after it's over with, it's like I come back to my senses, and I say, my mom is going to kill me. I'm going to be in so much trouble. And all these people going to be gone, and I'm going to be left to her by myself. Oh, Lord. And so I'm like, oh, my goodness. So we don't sleep too well, right? I'm like, I'm going down in the morning when my mama wake up. So my mother gets up and she goes downstairs. She thinks a water pipe busted down there. I don't say anything. I'm like, which is lying. It's called deception. When you allow somebody to say something in such a way to make them believe something that you know is not truth. That is not right. Just putting that in there. And so I let her believe that the water pipe busted, and the Lord convicted me. Because about 17 was when I was born again at a young age, but about 15 going into 16 was when the Lord really began to save my soul, meaning that my character started to look like I was saved. The Lord really shook me my junior year and really began to touch my heart and deal with me, that there's more that I want for your life. I don't want to for you to just be saved in your spirit, meaning that you've accepted me in, but I want you to allow me to be Lord in your life. And so that was when I said, okay, Lord, you can be Lord over my life. And so the Lord began to deal with me, and I said, Mom, we had a water fight last night. The way my mother looked at me, y'all, I just knew it. But this was the first time I remember corporate mercy. And I'm coming from the scripture, Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly before the throne. Let us, meaning not by yourself, come boldly before the throne of grace, and we'll obtain mercy. So when we're going to God, but you're not by yourself, the Lord say, and mercy rejoices against judgment. And so a lot of times, God is like, I was going to smack you down. I was going to do some stuff to you, but because you brought somebody with you, because you got people with you, I'm going to get you, but I'm not going to get you how I'm going to have mercy on you. And then I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you grace to help you. So not only am I going to put a pillow, because you're still going to get a little smackdown, but mercy rejoices against judgment. So I'm going to go easy on you, and I'm going to set your life up. I'm going to give you help so that we don't end up back in this situation anymore. That's what grace does. Grace gives us help out of it so that we can maintain the deliverance that God gives us. And so what happened was everybody was begging and pleading. I don't even know if everybody was born again at the time, but everybody was like, please, my mother's name was Sheila. Please, Miss Sheila, please have mercy. Please forgive her. Please forgive her. And because everybody, the force of oneness, the force of togetherness, my mother was mad, but she didn't tear me up that day. I deserved to be beat. I mean, beat down, but she didn't do it. She said, I'm disappointed in you. And you're going to be grounded for a while. But I'm not going to get you like I would because of that corporate grace. The people being there. And they said, you know, your mother, she real nice. And I was just like, baby, y'all saved me. Cause who y'all looking at right now, that was because y'all were here. That was because she had mercy on me because of that corporate grace. Because that wasn't her, that was mercy. My mother didn't play. And my mother was a very kind person. But when she got to that place, there was no turning back. She's very kind. But when enough was enough, enough was enough, and there's no turning back. And that was one of those situations where enough was enough. And so I knew that I was going to get destroyed. She didn't raise her voice that much. As I got older, I didn't get too many whoopings or anything. But when I knew that when I pushed to a certain point, she was going there. And I knew that was one of those, like, for real, you're going to have I trust you, and you're going to have a water fight in the house, on the carpet, mess up the carpet. I deserve to be, but corporate mercy. And that was what I remembered, that the Lord had mercy. And it was, and I want to simultaneously say it was like they pleaded and they said, we say to God, the blood. The Lord sees the blood, and so he has mercy on us. But it was almost like they were crying out, that's your daughter. Don't do it. Have mercy on her. And because of the blood, because of people pleading and seeing the blood all together, it was like my mother looked at that and said, I gotta have mercy. And that's how God will do that. Let us boldly come before the throne. And so when we're in trouble, when we really need the Lord to be merciful, when we need help, when we take others with us, let us, the Lord, that does something to the Lord. Corporate prayer will make the Lord have mercy on us and give us grace to help. That's what the scripture says. It don't say let me, it say let us. Having people with you and praying together, it just does something to God's heart. It's something about that oneness that just makes him come in, and it calls on him. And he says, I got to do something when they together. I got to do something when they on one accord. Those are mine. Even if they out of order, even if they wrong, I got to have mercy. So there's so many benefits to body life. You better get with somebody. And y'all be praying one for another. Get a bunch of people. And the more people you get, it's like a more of a draft. The more merciful and the more the Lord will do when you have so many people praying with you and for you. It's a blessing. I know I'm here today because people have been praying for me. I'm not crazy. I'm not that naive to believe that. It's something about that corporate prayer. It's not just what I've been doing on my own. I'm not that great on my own. I know that it's the corporate behind me. It's what other people been doing while the Lord has had mercy on me. God bless y'all, and I love y'all.